checked in for the Grizzlies. Jermichael Green comes in for Freak. And Stevenson kicks to Conley. Right wing. Clock at 6. Releases. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And, you know, going back to Azili, impressive physically. 7 foot,
no,
7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out, watch out.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barnes against Stevenson. Allen, right side.
Shoot the fucking ball.
He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort.
Anywhere 5-6 feet.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that... Andrew Bogut. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Wright comes in for Anderson, and Freak subbed in for Green. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Curry is out there with Livingston, and it's Azili in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5. Iguodala against Carter. Here's Azili. No good. And it's Memphis the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean,
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Pia. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. Allen's checked in for Memphis.
And the Grizzlies play so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Freak passes to Allen. Inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style. You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Spates checked in for Andre Iguodala and stolen by Wright. Pass to Freak. The Warriors pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
Here's Spates, and it's Wright sending it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. And the success we've been mentioning with... Look at that shot! How did that go in? How about that? Oh! Stevenson outside. To the middle. Freak kicks to Wright. Memphis moving it around. 6 to shoot. Allen drives in. Lets it go from 11. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Curry, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And that concludes the first half. Warriors lead by 14. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Hello?
Communication.
Yo.
Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Well, because we don't
Andre,
have kids.
thank you, Kevin. One of those intangibles you always look to.
All right.
Yeah, I put a stop to that real quick. I'd be like, no, Paul. That's all I tell him. Like, no, not Grandpa Paul, just Paul. And I'll trust me. Ruben will just call him Paul too.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our
dude.
end.
You just hear it
And the
laughing
Warriors with some changes.
like a scary
Andrew
movie.
Bogut checked in for Spates. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Freak comes in for Zach Randolph. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Vince Carter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Wright is out there with Freak. And it's Stevenson in at the small forward position.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Oh my God, I know. I'm already lost. Yeah.
41 seconds left to play here in the third. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
One of the Boricuas.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
He
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in.
Oh, man.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Allen with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Freak. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it.
Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Freak's checked in for Wright. Green comes in for Zach Randolph. Matt Barnes is checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Adams in for Tony Allen. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Harrison Barnes is out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Curry in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something else you'd like to see is how well they've shot their free throws tonight.
He dishes it to Ezeli. Back to Curry. Off the screen. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
She's trying to get me to come over so we can wait, so she can watch the Orange is the New Black.
Grizzlies are gone. 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
And then I thought the babies, and then I thought the
Feeds
babies
it to Freak.
could see drama, could see a drama.
There's a good screen.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, whatever.
And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got his third rebound tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And in this era of unparalleled parity, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games. But that's exactly how they finished off their season series tonight against the Grizzlies.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And so it's Memphis with it.
What I have to do, honestly.
Freak dishes to Green.
I even asked your grandma, dude. She's like, you have to
Adams
surprise
outside.
Nick. Like, yeah, she's
Marked
like,
down
good
low
luck.
that time, and he got the 3-second vote.
Clearly a mental lapse, and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
I think it's like a couple of seconds for dinner at least. Something.
Here is Livingston.
Got the kids off it later for weekend.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.